I found out I was pregnant in February of 2016.
I was 21 years old. I was a junior in college.
I was really young, and it was the start of my senior year in high school.
I was living with my parents as a college freshman.
I was 26 years old and a single mother of 3 children.
I had been in a very rocky relationship.
The father did not want to be involved, did not want to have another child.
The relationship I had been in with my son's father was extremely toxic. There was a ton of physical abuse.
I got pregnant, and I was too afraid to tell my parents.
I remember breaking down in my bathroom, crying, trying to figure out what I was going to do.
I was shocked. I was devastated.
I never really thought abortion was going to be something I would come across or have to think about in my life.
The first thing that came to mind when the doctor told me that I was pregnant was, I'm getting an abortion. I don't want to hear anything else. This is what I'm doing.
So I made an appointment for Planned Parenthood.
The medication abortion choice seemed so much better. It was marketed as safe and simple. You just take a couple of pills and your problem will be over.
We did the ultrasound to see how far along I really was, and they gave me that ultrasound picture, and as I was sitting there, I cried, thinking there has to be another way.
I remember once the ultrasound started, she looked at me and she said, "You're lucky the heartbeat bill hasn't passed. If it had passed, you wouldn't be able to continue because we detect a heartbeat." And she goes, this is really early because you're not even 6 weeks yet. That was really hard for me because it kind of solidified that there was a baby, and I was trying to stop that heartbeat. I was trying to kill my child.
They give you the pills for it. The first half of the pills you have to take in front of them, and then you go home and you take the other ones like 24 hours later.
And the doctor just stared at me, and then he forcibly was like, "That's gonna melt in your hand. You have to take it. This is the time to do it." I felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders, and I put it in my mouth and I swallowed real quick.
She gave me the brown bag with the second pill in it. I took that out to the parking lot, sat in my car, and cried for over an hour, just not being able to drive, thinking what I had just done, feeling so ashamed of myself for just not even giving my baby a chance.
I went home and I was just trying to talk myself through the whole situation, and I was hoping I would feel better about taking the pills, as the day went on. But it took me a while to gain my composure.
I cried and I cried and I cried, and there was no turning back. I just knew that I had made the biggest mistake in my life, and there was nothing else I could do. So when we got home, I immediately tried figuring out ways to fix it. I went to a hospital, and they told me I had to take my course. I had to finish what I was doing. And then I went to my family, and I called my aunt, who told me to just bow my head and pray to God that he would save this baby and that this pill would not work.
I started thinking, has the pill already run its course in the last couple minutes? Has the baby already passed away? Did it feel any pain? And I just wanted so badly to take back the last 10 minutes of my life, but I couldn't.
I got out of the shower and I immediately called Planned Parenthood, let them know my situation. I had just taken the first abortion pill. If I don't take the second abortion pill, what are my options as far as keeping my baby? What can I do? I don't want to do this. And they basically told me that since I already started the process, I have to finish and take the next pill. I hung up with them, emotionally wrecked, thinking I just destroyed my life and my unborn babies. I don't know why I'd done that.
this idea just came to my head about abortion pill reversal, which I've never heard of before. So I kind of know God put that idea in my head. So I got out of the shower and I went on Google and I looked it up, abortion pill reversal. And it actually came up a hotline phone number. So I called it, and a really, really sweet woman named Elizabeth Delgado answered. And she said, "How far along are you? When did you take the pill?" And I said, "I literally just took it like 45 minutes ago." And she said, "That's the best thing you can tell me, because the sooner the better."
And I called and I cried and I said, "Help me. There's nothing more I want in this world than this baby, and I don't care if I'm going to do it on my own. I don't care how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it."
They answered right away. They acted very fast, and they told me that there was a provider locally, which surprised me. And less than 24 hours from me taking that first pill, I was in the doctor's office getting another ultrasound, and the doctor was confident that I could continue the reversal regimen, that there was still life detected.
And then she told me about a new regimen called abortion pill reversal, which got progesterone back into my body. That was the goal. If you could get progesterone back into your body and it outcompeted the abortion pill, there was a chance to save the pregnancy.
We went in the next room and we started the progesterone shots and we started the reversal, and I made the biggest decision of my life that day to say, I'm not gonna go through with this abortion. I'm gonna save my child.
By 12 weeks, the doctor looked at me and said, "I'm very confident you're going to carry this baby to term." And at that point, I just felt a complete relief. I was very, very thankful that I was able to save my baby's life.
And then in July, I had a beautiful boy who is now almost 6. And his name is Ezekiel, which means God strengthens. And I chose that name because the whole pregnancy I was praying and begging him, "Please just let my baby be healthy. I pray that the effects of the pill don't do anything to him. Please just let him be healthy." And he is, and he's perfect in every way.
On October 20th of 2013, I gave birth to another little boy, my second son, and he was born perfectly healthy. He is a joy to have in my life, and I can't believe that he was almost not here.
I'm so blessed to have found the resources that I did, and their assistance didn't just help during that timeline of getting the abortion reversed, but so many months afterwards, emotionally, years later, still finding the resources I need.
My story, I look back on it every day, and my son is truly my happiness.
And I now know what it's like to be given a second chance at choice, a second chance at choosing life.
It is scary sometimes if you don't have the good support, or if you are worried about your circumstances or how other people will view you. Those fears are very real, but so is the decision to take your baby's life.
Choosing life was the absolute best choice I've ever made.